Hey, wait, hold on. So I just started recording. Hey, so let's toast. All right, we're on screen here for 1,000.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I'm
advertising
gonna
for
be.
Jack Daniels right now.
Yeah, I'm advertising for
You don't even know which. Did you freeze up?
Paul. So you just froze, man. It's gonna.
Yeah, you froze up
Okay.
too. I think
Can
you
you hear me?
froze up. I think you froze up before me.
I did. I just held my position.
Yeah.
Thing keeps freezing.
Yeah, because I quit this. Fill in the
You
last word.
son of a bitch. Hey. What are you drinking? Iced tea, of course. Jesus Christ. Iced tea's going to kill you. Next time you go to the doctor, when you finally listen to me go to the doctor, he's going to say, you've been hitting the iced tea again,
Well,
haven't
what
you?
else am I gonna drink with? I mean, all right, so I drink Coke with this. This iced tea is better than
Wait, so you just put that in the iced tea and drank some?
yeah.
Without toasting me?
I wanted to make sure it's still good. You
What, the iced tea or the Jack Daniels?
I was testing it out actually just to make sure.
I've
Come on,
never heard anybody say, hey, this Jack Daniels has gone bad.
come on, get your toast.
It's too late now. You can't do it after.
So we're on screen here in case we do put this out as our 1,000 celebration subscription episode. Because we just passed 1,000 subs, reached it and passed it tonight. So Chris and I are pretty happy. Right, Chris? You want to do a little toast here? Hey, man.
Yeah, let's do a toast, man.
Good work, kid.
Here's to us and our subscribers and commenters and everybody.
Yeah, here's absolutely
supported us.
100%. I agree with that 1,000%. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely to the subscribers out there, to the people who have not yet subscribed, who are checking out our videos. They're doing a dance right now. They haven't subscribed yet, but we'll get them. Biggest surprise for me on this channel, man. I guess Arctic Monkeys, not surprised how good they are, but just the following out there, man. How we made that connection. I think that was probably the first band, I think, that really, as we were kind of, reacting to this band and song and this one, that one. I think them and also Stone Roses, like where, really good, strong fan base that connected with the songs that we were reacting, and just wanted another one. That was kind of Arctic Monkeys really jumped out at me, Yeah.
They'll do that. I was in the zoo once and I was passing by the Arctic Monkeys cage. I swear to God, if those bars weren't so close together, they would have jumped out of me too.
Oh, they're
see what one shot of Fireball does to me?
I know.
I gotta build up my tolerance and just drink all day.
There's a reactor out there that he does a shot of Fireball with every reaction. At least he used to do that, and then he would do the pass and fail kind of thing. So he was pretty good. Yeah.
Was he more lenient once, the more he drank? As far as rating the videos?
I don't know how many shots he would really take, like per reaction. I think it might have just been one, but he definitely did Fireball. Yeah.
Okay, so before every reaction, he would do a shot of Fireball.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then go ahead.
Alex and Andy.
I was just say Alex and Andy. I guess we can say names, right? I mean, Alex and Andy.
Unless they're props, I don't know. Those guys are cool.
No, we love them, right? Yeah, they're great out there.
Yeah, they're one of our big inspirations, actually.
Yeah, young guys who are inspiration.
And I might have this backwards, but Jamel, aka Jamal.
Yeah, he is
I would say he's the first one that really caught my attention.
Yeah, me too.
And he's just so positive about everything,
Yeah.
So it puts out that positive vibe. Alex and Andy too, and then so many others though also who I'm discovering more and more.
You know
So
how I love saying set the bar high, set the bar high. Yeah, Jamel
we
actually
like that
really.
almost as much as saying frenetic, but I
Oh,
don't think you're
frenetic.
gonna get. I don't think you're gonna get that word into this conversation.
I'm not sure how frenetic Jamel is, but Jamel definitely has set the bar high. I think when it comes to
He's
reactive.
not frenetic. He's just right. He's good.
Yeah, but definitely the bar is high on with his stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, absolutely positivity and all like that. And I think that's what you and I don't think we really even tried to do anything, right? We just
we didn't
sort of
try to do anything.
we
No.
just I think we just brought our what we do on the phone, what we used to do on the phone, and just talk.
Remember we were playing around with different ideas and formats and stuff, and
Yeah,
I think just kind of our natural rapport kind of directed us where to go, and we were like, okay, this is just like, man, if it was years ago, we could have just recorded, whatever we were doing at the time. Let's, discover new music, because that was, a lot of our bond was based on that we were both open to
yeah,
hearing new music, and it was, it's different than now where you can just instantaneously go on your phone or your computer and hear music,
yeah.
Whatever you want. Just fish around for it. You go on YouTube, you don't have to pay for it, right? So, back then when we were discovering new music, we'd have to get the CD or hear it on the radio. But if we were to tell each other, hey, you got to hear this, man, this is good, because you always want to share a positive experience, right? Unless you're a psychopath or something. And plenty of them out there too. But we'd have to get the CD, right? So you have to buy a whole CD.
Yeah, we used to do that.
Although I never really borrowed CDs much. And so it wasn't like right instantaneous, So we it was an exciting thing, when one of us would get a new CD and say, hey, let's check this out. Of course, you probably had it too. You might have had to fake it a little bit that you're into it, so we wouldn't argue about quality of our listening material.
Well, the thing is that you and I, if you recall, we would go to the music store, we would go to Borders, we'd go to Barnes and Noble, and like you were buying your stuff and I was buying my stuff, and
well, for a period of time though, before everything became streaming, you were able to actually listen to tracks on the CD. Remember, in the store, you could put some headphones on and you could listen, but still you only heard a little snippet of things, right? You didn't hear the whole track.
No.
But that was a big improvement over just taking a gamble when you bought a CD.
So remember that Borders that you and I used to go to?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I was with you, but I was there. And I'll never forget this. And the first time that I actually heard Radiohead. No, well, I knew about them with Creep, but okay.
Oh, do you like them?
What? The first time I think I actually
have another
heard a song from OK Computer was at Borders. And you know how they would just, they would put a CD in or CDs in, and they would just kind of do a mix changer thing or whatever in songs. And The Tourist was on, right? I think that's the last song from OK Computer. That's the last song from OK
but
Computer.
I don't know it. I don't.
Wow, you don't? Holy crap! Okay.
It's to me not knowing the song.
And here's to you actually going to react to it soon. The Tourist. You see it. You saw it right here first.
It's going to be a long time before we run out of Radiohead to react to.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, I went to the guy behind the counter. I'm like, what was that? And there you go. I had to buy OK Computer. That was again.
That's definitely a good investment.
Yeah. I mean, I had known about. I had the Benz.
I didn't even know you were a driver, dude. You said, thank you for the assist.
Yeah. Bad case of the Benz. Yeah. So I had the Benz. Benz is that's a good album. That's the green.
That's before they got into the
Fake Plastic Trees. That was
I don't like that song much.
You know what? I
know a lot of people really like that song, but I'm just not. Maybe if I listen to it again, I don't know. I think I used to love it. I think I like it a little bit less than, only because
I think they should have put something else in, something else to kind of change it up a bit. It kind of almost repeats the same,
Yeah.
but I like it and I love his voice. I mean, when he kind of goes, at the end where he sings that last verse, I mean, Tom York just belts it, man. He
Yeah.
just takes it. So, and just the way the whole band just crashes in with that. But yeah, no, the Bends, yeah, that has some really good songs, and I think the next one was OK Computer, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think the
I
next
think
one
the
after
Benz
that.
was after that. I mean, I'm not sure.
I think the Bends was before. Yeah, I don't know. So
But-
fans out there, tell us as we start drinking more and more. So,
Yeah. But
oh yeah,
another thing I want to say is, when we were thinking about just our song, what we were going to. Are you listening or just drinking now?
I'm listening to you.
Okay. Well, I want to say that when we were making up, deciding on what songs we were going to cover, each doing our own list for the other.
Yeah,
We really changed. It was still staying true to that somewhat, but we really changed direction based on what the viewers, what the commenters were saying. We're
oh
checking
yeah,
out a lot of bands that they recommended, and
no
bands
doubt.
related to some of the ones that we've done. At
Yeah,
least maybe they sound
yeah,
that same genre or whatever.
yeah, no doubt,
Um,
no doubt.
so that's we kind of well, this thing is kind of going in an organic direction. That's directed by us and the
Well
viewers,
said.
which is really good.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
we maybe we would have played it too safe or something like that. And Aurora. Well, you had heard Aurora, right?
yeah,
But the response we got for Aurora was amazing.
yeah. I
And,
stumbled
I
upon
know
her.
I wouldn't have discovered anything by her on my own.
Yeah, I stumbled upon her and I was like, wow, that Bowie song, that Bowie cover. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I got to give Chris this, and, again, knowing how big of a Bowie fan you were, wasn't really sure how. I thought you were gonna like it. I just didn't know if it was gonna be like, yeah, it was good, or like, wow, and it wound up being like a wow. And there was some comments that we got back. I mean, so many. I mean, we know the Roar ride that we're on right now, right? And just, but I remember that Bowie song. We got a few Bowie fans who said, you know what, she really is amazing. She has a great voice,
Mhm.
but I still have to really stick to the original Bowie version, so that was interesting. We got some comments like that.
Yeah,
That's why I
I
wasn't
actually
sure how
like
you're gonna
that
go with
better
that.
than I
Yeah.
actually like that one. I might have said this when we covered that. I actually liked her version better than the Bowie version.
Yeah,
Maybe
because
because it was new to me. I don't know.
no, but if I remember correctly, you had said in one of the things you said, either in the actual reaction or also in the post talk that we had, that you felt that you didn't realize how really good of a song it really was
Yes. Yeah.
until like she slowed it down and the words came
Yeah.
out and
Yeah.
everything, and you were like, oh my God, it's like it wasn't one of my favorite Bowie songs, but then
Yeah.
listening to her sing it, I realized how really good of a song it really is. Right? Am I
Right.
almost true to
Yes.
what you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the way she did it was so stripped down, so that
Yeah. Yeah.
I paid more attention to um, the vocal melody line than I ever did listening to Bowie, because there's other things going on with David Bowie's version.
Yeah.
I mean, there's I think there's piano in his version that's fairly prominent, but with Aurora, she did keyboards too, but they were stripped down. They were um, maybe I don't know if they were more stripped down than in the Bowie version, but at least in the Bowie version, you had a whole band playing.
Yeah.
So
In the
um,
in the couple of
just individual pieces might have been a little more hidden to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited because then I think the other cover that we reacted to was Across the Universe by the Beatles, and that
Mhm.
one was, she definitely really approaches these songs, songs that have been around forever, and from folks, bands, artists that, we hold really in high regard, and she's
Mhm.
she's taken these songs and she's she's got her own sort of vision on them, and sort of breaking it down, even like across the, well, I guess how much you can really break down across the universe, but even that one,
But she did. It's still
Phil
unique.
Spector really
It's
is,
still a thing unto itself.
yeah, yeah.
Because I like both versions.
Well, I was gonna say like Phil Spector really like dressed that up big time when he produced that on Let It Be, and like put a lot of, some things, and she just, made it more like simple
Yeah,
keyboard strokes, just kind of boom.
yeah,
And I think if I remember correctly too, when you were reacting to that, I think you definitely took note of of the of the ensemble around her who were actually contributing their vocals. They were
hmm
really like harmonizing. The harmonies were
yeah.
so good.
Really, that always gets me.
They definitely worked that out so well. Yeah, yeah. Just a real talent, and those folks actually, they seem to be her steady sort of, musicians of wherever you go, so she definitely has a lot of trust in them,
Yeah,
and I think
but
something has to be
they must be
said,
good. She's
you
that
know,
big. She's that
it
big a
definitely,
name.
yeah, definitely have to
Um,
be connected.
and
I think,
yeah, she should definitely get the best. Although every professional musician wows me. It's just such a hard thing to do to get everything right. And
yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's the attempt to do it myself. It's just I appreciate how difficult it is. You know.
absolutely, absolutely. My sons will ask me like, do you like this one? Do you like that one? Do you think this one's good? And it's like, I don't know, because my sons were also into baseball, sports,
And what?
into baseball, right?
Yeah.
And like my sons will ask me, hey, is that guy good? And I'm like, and I always like, first off, yeah, he's good because he beat out millions of
Yeah,
other
because he made
people
it to the
to get
professional
to the
league.
major leagues. And of course, I know what they're
Yeah.
asking. In the group of major league ball players, is he good? But I can't help but somehow, at this age, and kind of, realizing, there's like that pyramid, like with anything, baseball or soccer or music or anything,
Yeah,
you
there's
have
only two at
all,
the top.
everyone stops, that big pyramid. Everyone is kind of at the big flat, big wide area. And then yeah, absolutely, man. And people just start dropping off, and when it gets to that very tippy top, man, the percentage of where it started at, it's incredible, so when someone reaches like the pinnacle, just getting a recording contract to get
Yeah.
their voices heard on the radio. Now I guess it's live stream or streaming or whatever, on Spotify or SoundCloud. It's iTunes. It's just man, kind of do like what we're doing now, just kick back and just have a
Yeah.
shot and like, celebrate, that you made it.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's kind of
You know
all,
what a big difference
yeah.
is now, though. You get a lot of stars now, a lot of uh, star musical celebrities now. They they put their own stuff out on YouTube or whatever. They
Yeah.
they don't even have to be discovered by a recording company or anything like that. So it's really it's been democratized. It's a matter of how many fans they get,
Yeah.
and they make a name for themselves. And some of them are really, a lot of them are really damn good. I mean, just really, really good.
Yeah.
And they may never have gotten that chance if it wasn't for um, the technology we have. So that's really cool. To me, that's a really, really a very positive step in the right direction.
Yeah. No,
That
absolutely.
people don't have to have tons of money. They don't have to quit their day job necessarily and struggle like that. I mean, I guess it still is, and you still have to work like hell at it, but at least the playing field is more even, and it can be based on what people truly want to like to hear. If it just sounds good to them,
Yeah.
then they're a fan.
I do think though that I just think that if you're a rock musician, I just think that the mountain's gotten a little steeper, a little slippery, more to kind of get up
Right.
there. And I just think, in this day of age right now, the kind of music that you're hearing all over, you know, it's not like the 70s, 60s, 60s, 70s, even 80s, you know, where, you know, you would hear that occasional rock song or something like, you know, you just everything, the playing field is kind of, it's all pop, you know, it's just all this very kind of, you know, and I'm trying to step outside as like being the old guy, you
Of
know,
course,
with
because
my biases or like that. I'm really trying to be objective, but you know, I just think that it's a fact. I mean, when you
well,
just
that's the
listen to
nature
all
of
the
it. If
top
it's
10, 20, 30, 40,
if
it's
if
just,
you if you look at pop music as meaning popular music, then yes, of course.
yeah, but you know, you would have like rock groups who would go pop and they would get on the top 10, top 20 and you would hear them. And that's just, you know, now you just kind of define pop, I mean, define rock. Define a rock band now that
But
makes the top 20.
don't you have artists who put out their own stuff on YouTube or whatever platform we're talking about, where they
Yeah.
don't have a huge following, but they got a good following, and they can be, they don't have to be popish then? Does that occur?
Yeah,
I'm not aware of any, but I'm sure they're out there.
I think, yeah, but you know, then you have to, right. But then like you have to be you have to kind of like, you know, sniff that out. You got to work a little harder, I think, as a fan of like rock, you know, in this day of age, you know, where are those groups? Who are those groups? You know, I think, you know, it takes a little bit of uncovering, you know, because it's not, you know, to me, it'd be easy if I just had that ear for, you know, this very popish, very mainstream music that's out there right now. I just, you know, just turn on your radio anyway, you know, it's just booming at you, you know, but like the kind of sound that I want to hear, you know, I'm sure there are definitely groups out there that are still, you know, playing, you know, up and coming new groups, young, you know, 19, 20-year olds, you know, think you got to seek them out a bit. I think you have to work hard a little bit, you know, to and I think they have to maybe work harder too to get their music heard.
But the ones you have to seek out, they're actually there. Whereas you couldn't seek these people out before they got a recording contract years ago
I
because
hear
there
you.
was
Yeah,
nothing out.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
at least you have, it's in a way it's a trade-off too. But you're always going to have pop music,
yeah.
of course.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
No
I
doubt.
get it. And artists who want to make it popular, be popular,
Yeah,
they're going to kind of like, if they write their own stuff, they might kind of, make it sound like what the current pop sound,
right.
current pop trends are. It's just, yeah.
But that's okay because, you know, as I just said before, like, you know, have to uncover things and work hard and um I know I'm doing some of that, you know, when we're not doing the channel and my own private time, you know, it's kind of where we're going a little bit with some music, you know, some future reactions. I mean, Aurora was a result of doing that. I was just kind of
Mhm.
searching, something kind of popped up. I clicked something. I don't know. I just somehow found Aurora, and
Mhm.
there's that cover that she did of Massive Attack,
Yeah.
and it's Teardrop, and I knew the song, and I just was like I was mesmerized by that performance. And then it was just a click, you know, then I'm like, you know, do I go further, you know, do I become like the Aurora expert right now for Chris for a while, and have him listen? I'm like, yeah, what the hell. So I've gone like maybe several songs in,
Yeah. Yeah. You do
but then I stopped.
that.
Right, because then the few that I listened to I made sure that I didn't listen to. So we kind of, you know, once that reaction, once we did that one for David Bowie, and you know, your reaction, like, wow,
Mhm.
then it
Yeah.
was like we did kind of like huddle a little bit outside the camera, like, okay, so how are we going to do this, you know, because both of us could kind of get in on this experience. So yeah, but Aurora was definitely from just like getting out there and just seeing what's out there, you know, and just you know, and also from doing that, uncovering some bands that have been around for years that I just, you
Right.
know,
Right.
there's
Ones we haven't thought of in a while.
absolutely, you know, so Chris and I have some songs and bands lined up, you know, that fit that criteria too, you know, so that's pretty cool. That APB song, you know, that we dropped about a
Mhm.
week or so ago, that was something that I had danced to when back in the 80s. And then through that, I discovered a couple other bands that, you know, we're going to be reacting to down the road. And I love it. And that's why, you know, this is so much fun. This channel, this is why Chris and I started this. I think, that, yeah, we had our musical taste, loves, this and that, and some of them crossed over, and some of them, we knew that, we were here, but let's use this channel as like
Like,
a
yeah,
way to kind of like,
find some
kind of,
common ground or
and
explore more stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and then we knew that, well, we were hoping that we would get some sort of following and the base that was growing, and then through that we would get requests, and then we could kind of like, then we could sort of go down the road on, hey, check this out, check that out, which we have. We're getting a lot of them now, and
Yeah, we're doing the best we can. It's
doing the
it's
best
hard to
we
keep
can.
up with, but we are doing it in good faith. So
But
don't be upset if we don't get
yeah,
to yours quickly or unfortunately, or at all. But
and
we are doing our best. Yeah.
we are doing our best. And let me say one more thing too about our channel. Maybe I think the folks that have like jumped on board early on, and also the ones, and/or the ones that like I constantly seeing commenting in song threads and comment threads for this one and that one, and we know who you guys are. I mean, we're seeing the names over and over and over, and we love it, because there's we really appreciate the support. But I think, we are trying to stay true. Like, you're not seeing, every once in a while we'll drop something like, when the levee breaks, and that's a song that you see reacted to on so many other channels like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of our stuff, a lot of our songs, we're trying to kind of go to our own beat, it's, and I think that's what's different. Well, I think there's a lot of things different about our channel, but I think that one is the big one that, and maybe that's hurt us a little bit. Maybe we don't have as many subscribers as maybe we could have if we went the whole, hey, we're going to react. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right?
About 100,000.
Oh yeah, no
if
doubt.
I was choosing the songs, I'm looking at what our worst one is.
Which one?
Yeah, I haven't gotten to it yet. Wait a second.
While you're doing that, you Radiohead fans, man, you guys, that was the first band that really, that was the first band that we reacted to early on. That just, we're like, whoa, there's a Radiohead fan base out there that they're connecting to our channel. That was really cool. And then I think from there,
yeah.
I think that was the first one. And then the Arctic Monkeys, it's crazy, crazy talented, crazily talented freaking band, man.
You run out of adverbs and adjectives.
Yeah, I'm trying to, as I'm like drinking another shot of Jack Daniels, trying to like, throw another adjective in there, I'm gonna like be creative with my adjectives. But yeah,
I'm listening to you, man. I'm just like, I'm looking
at Monkeys, huh, Chris?
Huh, Greg? Huh?
What an original!
No, I wouldn't have thought.
I know
a lot of people mentioned them, recommended them before we covered their stuff.
Yeah,
but I didn't know it was going to be that big. Yeah, that was something else.
And Stone Roses. So, and actually, I had the Arctic Monkeys' first album on my iPod, and but I have to admit that outside of a few songs here and there, kind of I didn't gravitate a lot to that. It was I was waiting for this channel. I was waiting for like several years later. Absolutely, I knew some years back, 10, 15, that we were going to do this channel.
Really, even before the internet, you knew.
Before I had the vision.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. I didn't know you could see into the future like that.
Stone Roses was a group that I really, off the one album that I knew, and actually even the second one a little bit, Love Spreads. I'm like, I got to get Chris to check some of them out, and then through that, discovering, boom, and that was Fool's Gold. That was always one of my favorite songs, and I had to listen to that, and then there you go, boom. I mean, I really was shocked, although now, later on, realizing we seem to have really made a connection overseas to the folks in England and, in the town of Manchester. I think they love seeing folks, throughout the world kind of loving their bands, and absolutely love the Stone Roses. Always like the Happy Mondays, so again, through this channel.
That's a new one for me. So
yeah,
cool.
So but again, Happy Mondays is another group where like off that one album that I had, The Pills and Thrills, and we've milked
I'm
that a
just
little
laughing
bit.
at the name.
I know, is that a crazy name?
Thrills.
And I think it's a really interesting band, come up with a really crazy, interesting name of an album. But after that one, and so after that last one we just dropped, you know, a few people, you know, sort of, hey, their first 2 albums, got to check this one, check that out. So, you know, definitely leaving us breadcrumbs, you know, and we're just going to follow along and just, you know, keep going down this road, down that road with this band, that band, that band. So really, really excited.
Yeah, got a lot more good stuff coming up.
Absolutely. Yeah. So again, congratulations, man. 1,000. This
You
is
too,
fun.
man. It's good.
Good. Yeah, really
And
good.
thanks again to all our subscribers and commenters and viewers.
Absolutely.
You know, this whole thing is still amazes me. Just that, you know, you can put your own stuff out there.
Yeah.
It's just an amazing thing.
And
I don't remember how we even got our information in the olden days.
yeah,
We got it, but took a little while longer.
do you want to tell the folks a little bit why we have this format, or is that going in too deep? Like this, like, because I know a lot of people have commented and complimented, like, I love your format. I love your format. Do we want to reveal a little bit why we do it this way, or no?
I don't know why we do it this way. Just kind of happened. In what
Well,
way? What?
so-
when you say this way,
so-
what do you?
So I'm gonna tell a little bit, and then, you know, yeah.
Okay, I failed that test, didn't I? I completely.
Right. So if you
Like
remember,
time for the essay, I'm looking at a blank sheet of paper.
yeah, you're funny.
Yeah.
So Chris and I originally were like, yeah, we're gonna get on Zoom and we're gonna share, you know, we're gonna jump on and react to videos at the same time. And, you know, we were all looking into ways, technology, because the biggest concern that we had was lag time, you know.
Yeah, because we're like 900 miles apart. So
right. We used to live in the same area, and that's how we became friends and like that. And then, you know, then Chris got into trouble. he had to skedaddle out.
yeah, I was about to be tarred and feathered. Yeah.
Skedaddle.
Multiple reasons.
If you don't get the joke, then you're gonna have to go and check out all of our reactions up until now.
What is in the next room over there? You always point to it.
Yeah.
What the hell's like a secret chamber? You know.
So
you know that bookcase. Wait, that bookcase. You pull a book out, right? That bookcase right behind you. You pull a book out, and the thing all the wall spins around, right?
You know how many times I've gotten whiplash by like flipping around?
Yeah, probably.
I can't put the book back in time,
and it gets stuck. Yeah,
and then
some young Frankenstein stuff.
So it was through like trying to figure out that technology and not really wanting to have a lot of lag time and having you guys like virtually throwing tomatoes at us on the screen. That
we have 1,000 tomatoes by now.
yeah, probably that's happened anyway. That I came up with the idea like, hey, while we're trying to figure that out, you know, maybe what we can do is, you know, I feed you songs, you feed me songs, you know, and like we'll do this. And that's how it actually started. And
yeah, because that was supposed to be just like a stopgap measure until we figured it out, but you can't do anything about the lag time. Right.
And then once we really kicked in with this whole format, we kind of really like it. And then we started getting the feedback, like, love your format, love, you know, this and that. And so.
Oh, wait, what are you saying? We planned this whole thing, was pure genius.
Yeah, back 12 years ago, before the incident, I was totally thought this. Yeah. So, but that's, you know, think about it, right? I mean, that's how things happen, you know, like you have an idea and then you kind of, you know, shape it, mold it, and then boom. So, you know, organic, you used the word organic earlier on this episode, I guess. If this stuff, if this goes out, if I put this out, this episode. All right. So, oh, my Beatle mug. Is that cool?
Wait, hold on. Hold it steady. Can you sit still for 1 second? Okay, look at the size of Ringo's nose. God, it's like a platypus or something.
Hey, it's not fair. How many shots of Fireball have you had? I've had like, you've had 2?
Yeah.
Do one more.
I don't feel like doing another.
No.
I don't feel like doing another. My body's a temple.
So I think we're gonna wrap this up. I think, right? And say that
I think so.
and say we're just really happy, and we're happy that this channel
Yeah.
is like we're really getting a lot of enjoyment, man. We're getting a lot of fun. I think you guys, detect that a little bit, that we really, someone actually wrote a comment, right? I think a couple weeks back, I think it was to one of the Aurora ones, where he said it's as though you guys are having a conversation, a private conversation, and the camera's on. We're not, you can't fake that. That was something that, Chris and I it's just
Yeah, we're
always
not good.
talk
We're
and
not
talk and
good
talk and
actors
talk.
at all. So yeah, we can't BS you on that
Nah.
one. We just be ourselves,
No, but again, this is, just really, I was hoping that you make that connection, and just really amazed at just, a lot of engagement, and that's a lot of fun. I love actually getting on. I know Chris looks at the comments too, and I just love, looking at them and sort of interacting like that. You guys, and gals, everyone out there, really, when you drop a comment, totally, both of us totally appreciate the time that you're taking to actually, to sort of, confirm, to sort of validate, like certain songs and feelings and emotions, hey, I haven't heard this song back, hey, you just, a blast from the past. I'm so glad you guys did this. Wow. I mean, those kind of comments are just, want us to keep doing this more and more. So, right. Yeah. So this is cool. So again, thanks, a shout out to everyone. And, yeah, so 1,000, hey, hopefully, 2,000 comes a little quicker, and 3,000 and
let's see.
4,000
We're
and going up.
for. Yeah.
And I think Chris and I are going to put out an episode not too distant future, talking about 1,000 and what's next. We have some ideas and stuff like that. We'll probably you'll be seeing that at some point soon. And again, Chris, man, good job, buddy.
Yeah, you too, man.
Okay.
That's excellent. This is it's really good hitting 1,000, man.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for this. So
Yeah.
on to the next milestone.
Absolutely. And until then, we'll see everyone on the next episode of
Yes, we will. See y'all.
Into the Music.